All right, guys, welcome on back. Before we play the Super Bowl, I've done this before, so I think I'm just going to go through the yearly awards and I guess the stats and everything before we hit the Super Bowl. Because after the Super Bowl, no one gives a fuck. So let's view the awards here. So Mahomes is the MVP. No big fucking surprise. He's got a fucking perpetual X factor and he's impossible to stop. And Coach of the Year was the guy I'm getting ready to play against. So Offensive Player of the Year, Rice and Floyd coming in second. You'll see why. Oh, Preston. Yeah, the slot receiver for the fucking Bengals is number 3. Their receiving core is ridiculous. All right, Gibson, Croft. So we got some players up there. We had a really good year offensively. Defensive Player of the Year, Jenkins, Sears. God, look at all 3 of these guys. Sears had his best season, his best career year. He had a really good year. Jackson just like 25, 26 sacks, I think he had. He's just crazy. Jenkins had a really good year too, but Jackson was just head and shoulders above everyone. Rookie of the Year is obviously going to be Floyd. Believe it or not, he was my leading receiver. He was, as a rookie, he led my team in receiving by a little bit over Croft. That's how good Floyd was. I think Floyd actually missed the game, though I'm thinking about it. Croft. I think Croft missed the game. But Goldstein and Mahomes, I guess, went at it for best QB. Best running back was Gibson, which I'm kind of surprised he got it. He didn't start till week 3 or 4. But it's cool, man. I knew he'd be good. I knew he'd fit my offense well. And Gore. Rodney Gore. Gore almost had 1,000 yards. He was pretty close. Gibson, I think, had 1,500. You guys will see. Receiver of the Year was Rashid Rice and Floyd kind of going at it again with Preston and Croft. These are that's some pretty good receivers right there. Mock, Frazier. Justice is actually my backup left tackle, and he did play some this year, so he's not highly rated, but I do think he's going to work out if I don't replace him, so we'll see how it goes. Boland's leaving, but Boland's really good. Jackson and Jenkins again going at it for defensive lineman of the year. Chamberlain there. Chamberlain had 11.5 sacks, which is crazy. Because he was never put there to be a sack guy. He's just like a gap stuffer, but he had a lot of one-on-ones because of God damn, I'm forgetting the other guy's name because of my number 1 guy. But Albrick and Sears, 2 top linebackers in the AFC. Not a big surprise. They usually aren't this high. Usually only have 1 up there. Usually it's Albrick. Albrick's usually more up there than Sears. But Sears had a career season. I don't know why Albrick's above him. Albrick had a couple more tackles, some more tackles than him, but Sears had more. I think he had more sacks and way more picks. I don't think Albrick even had an interception this year. So, well, it doesn't matter. No big deal. Albrick, the linebacker of the year for the AFC. Caldwell, defensive back of the year. He had 6 interceptions during the regular season. He had 2 so far in the playoffs. So he's been really good. Anyone else here? Nope, no one else. And we have the second best kicker. Yeah, I'm good with that. I am good with that. Let's look at the total yards. 4,000 on the dot. Nice. 42 touchdowns, 8 picks. Let's see how that compares to his other seasons. So yeah, passing yards wise was his very first year starting was his best year. It's crazy because that's the year he didn't have his 2 big. I didn't have my 2 big receivers, and that's the year I threw the most. I just spread it out so much. I got it to my tight end. I got it to my 3 or 4 receivers I had. So that actually caused him to throw for more yards. But I feel like this was his best season. He did miss a game. I believe he missed a game or half a game. He missed some time. But anyway, I mean, we kept the interceptions down, which is a big goal of mine, was to keep the picks down. Anyway, Gibson, yeah, a great season. I kept him under 200 carries, which is what I wanted to do. 1,580 yards, 8-yard average. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, that's not even realistic numbers. That's like Devon Achane numbers. But yeah, great year. 15 touchdowns, 1,580 yards. Gore, 961 yards. I was trying to get him his yards in the last game. I think it was against the Colts. I forget who I played last. And they kind of kept stuffing him. He didn't really run like he normally, as good of a average everything as he normally does, but not a big deal. Still great year off the bench. Look at this. Look at these 2 receivers. I didn't know he was 1 catch off. I would have just got him another catch. But 99 catches, 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, and look at that as a rookie. It's funny, that season's great, but it's not as good as Croft's rookie year. Let me show you Croft's rookie year. Croft's rookie year, 107 catches, 1,500 yards, and 20 touchdowns. He did have better rack because I put him in the slot. And his receiving average, believe it or not, look at that. Oh, his rack average. But yeah, his average was better this year, which is weird because I put him in the slot. I didn't think that would be the case. But yeah, man, he's just... And then Floyd is just... Floyd is fucking like once-in-a-lifetime receiver. He really is. The guy catches everything. He's smooth. It's funny. Croft is kind of like almost like a linebacker. He's like physically dominant. He's almost like the big brother playing against the little brother. But Floyd is kind of in that mold. But Floyd is so fucking skilled. He's just like Croft is like LeBron. He's Michael Jordan. That's kind of how I see them. Floyd is just so skilled. He's a little bit smaller, but he's still very big for a receiver. And he's just such a skilled player. That one game that Croft was out, he had, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. He was unfucking stoppable. So, yeah, he's the real deal. I might end up keeping him over Croft. I know I'm going to have to get rid of one of them. I know I am. So, but that's not till a few years down the road. So, I mean, unless I just have a bunch of cap space and I'm going to try to run my defense to where I'm just going to kind of maybe have a no-name defense and just have a superpower offense, which I never thought I'd say that, but I don't know what I'm going to do with those receivers. I really don't. Jackson, yeah, 25 sacks. That's incredible. Well, he has had a unprecedented, in reality, it'd be an unprecedented 3-year run. 16, 22 and a half, and 25 sacks. That's excellent. Excellent. You can't. It's hard to bench that guy. I'd like to put in Johnson to start getting his career going, but it's hard to bench that. Caldwell, another ridiculous year. 144 tackles, fucking 6 interceptions, 8 deflections. I mean, look at Spriggs. There's 17 deflections. The guy had a deflection a game. Not one pick. That's why I kind of keep going to that. Oh, wow, why is my fucking this linebacker covering my guy stripe for sure? That's why I talk about the AI, because this is ridiculous. And deflections in this game are just him knocking the ball down. It's not even, he could be getting the pick. He's not even going for him. Yeah. Who played the most downs on my defense? Caldwell? Oh, Funga. Huh. Funga led my team in downs played. I'm surprised. What a fucking durable dude, man. I mean, I know I paid the shit out of him, but man, he has really paid me back. And consistency. Really, really good. What else did I want to look at? Oh, I wanted to look at one more. Hold on. One more thing. It's team stats. So we were the #1 offense in the league, and I believe we were the #1 defense unless we lost it. Yeah, #1 defense in the league. So beautiful. Giants we're playing a top 10 defense. And the Giants are not, they're lower. We're going to beat the Giants. We're absolutely going to beat the Giants unless something really goes wrong. We're going to beat the Giants. Yeah, I mean, we allowed 286 points. I don't know how many points we have total. We averaged 36 points. I didn't realize our average was that fucking high. Jesus Christ. What does this mean? Passing touchdowns, 44. Running touchdowns, 30. We had 30 running touchdowns. The Browns had 24. That's pretty impressive. All right. Let's play the Super Bowl, guys.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both.
When did this happen? When did this happen? My #1 corner is just randomly... Fucking Jesus. Hey, man, you know what? We got young guys got to step up, man. Next man up. Let's go. Let's look at the depth chart. We got to go through every position because this game will change all of your shit if one guy's out. So, sorry, guys. Right. Offensively, we're probably fine. And they like to put Johnson over Jackson for some reason. Albrecht, Blythe, Johnson. Here we go. Corners. Here we go. Let's see, we're going to put in the... If they're any close, if these two guys are any close, I'm going to make Davis the starter. Man coverage, which they're not. Zone coverage, he's a little better. All right, so we're going to have Davis in the slot. Porter's going to be the... In fact, I think I'm going to put Porter number 1. No, I'll leave Forbes number 1 because I think he'll be better covering Neighbors. He just fits better covering Neighbors. All right, Fielder, I didn't even look. I'm not worried about him yet. What is speed? Speed. 90, no, 94. Ringo's at 94. Yeah, leave Forbes on number 1. Safety Greer. Okay, why is my other safety not there? Where's my other safety at? Where's my other safety at? Where's Rose? Why is Rose not there? Hope they didn't cut him. Because I have that off. I'm going to put Bowman here because I don't want Gore there. Gibson, Gore, Browning, Cross. Sorry, guys. I have to go through all of this with a fine-tooth comb because they just change random-ass shit. Was he... What the fuck? How is he all banged up? Okay. Hold on. Johnson, Oliver, Jackson, John. Okay. Tackles are there. Aldrich Reyes, good. Porter. Davis is going up here. Oops. Bowman, let's go. I'm just going to leave Porter on the outside on this game. It's not how my defense is structured, but we'll see how it goes.
They have fought and earned their way to this one, yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries, right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the 3rd Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shocked the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Following that play, we've got a timeout already for an injured player. And it's one of their receivers who's shaken up on the offense's first snap. Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43. It's going to tuck it and run. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here goes Dart to the air. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 5 DBs out there for the Steelers. Third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
18 on the play. First down, New York.
Ready. 19-18.
From the red zone now. Now he takes it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
On play action with Darts.
6-yard line.
This one's caught. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
First down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
The 39-yard line.
They go play action on first down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up second down. Throwing now off the play action.
The second down pass. Cordell Flock on the tackle. A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Giants into the nickel, third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Fair catch made here at the 30. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
On first and 10, here's Darts. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
It's Scatterbroo on second down. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, they need 7. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Now, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down, it took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early, whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this, when that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players too.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Working now from the gun. All the left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Time for the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. All set now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a throw. Brought in right side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He's going to throw it again. Dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4. Game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And this drive will start inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Big gain has them across the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. 1 quarter down, a lot more ahead here in Super Bowl 64. 7-3 is our score. More from Minneapolis right after this. second quarter about set to begin. Welcome back, everybody, to Super Bowl 64. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down. Running with Scannaboo. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one's 6. Over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm trying to eat lunch. I had something on my hands. I was trying to wipe it off. I didn't get to the controller in time.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock. Because
I'm eating food, by the way. I'm not whacking at one
But
place.
instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Back to throw now. Dumps it off to his running back. And after the penalty, they pick up 2. Make it 2nd and 13.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
3rd down from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Steelers set to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And the fair catch made. Here at the 15. The Giants offense all set to get started. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely. Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
From the gun, here's Dart. The left side finds Johnson. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Going on third. Here's Dart. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
The Giants are set to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steelers offense headed out. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on the 2nd and inches. Gibson here from the gun. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's good for a couple of yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here's Gibson on second down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running it again with Gibson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play.
Here we go, set, go!
The give up the middle to Gibson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Pass play now.
Hit the wrong button, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to fucking eat and look at text.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But
of course they pick it off.
You got a defense,
of course they do, because they don't miss anything.
Right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan. It plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
And they blew up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Offense to the line for second down. And right back to Scannaboo. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back from the pistol. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scannaboo. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. It's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play.
Giants.
Going on first down, it's Dart. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throw here, third down. It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. There's 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
A 52-yard attempt.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. He dodged the tackle, and a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Throw left side, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And 2 yards are all he can get. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
The 35-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Gibson. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
There he is on 3rd and short. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
It's 4th
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. They'll try it now with Gibson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
They'll run, Gibson. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That sure looks like a terrific call. I'm sure you fouled up. because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Rob, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Our receivers need to take over this game. I have 2 overly fucking physically dominant receivers. We need to try to win the game with the receivers. I mean, I'm gonna try to run the ball and everything, but the receivers gonna win the game.
They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. With the Scatterby here on his own read. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Complete out to the right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, it's a go-to route to target.
This option play now on second down. Jukes away from one. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
And the Giants first down.
Driving forward with Scatterby. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the pistol, get to Scatterby. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On the handoff, here's Scatterby. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now the field goal unit runs on for its second try tonight. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Carlson's kick is good. And that will tie things up in the third.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Daniel Carlson.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away.
All right, so I know I talked about the receivers. We're going to try to soften this defense up and then hit up with some big plays. That's exactly what we're going to try to do. Whether it's a touchdown or a big play with the receiver, I want to keep this defense on their fucking toes and heels.
Field led by their receiver. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Let's go now.
The give here on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Here we go, set. Liking it.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
So Super Bowl 64 in our season, down to one last quarter. Well, we didn't see either side separate through three. It's all tied at 10 to begin the fourth. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. It is caught left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
3rd and 2.
They're throwing it. Cut out left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down. On the ground, it's Scatterboo. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Second down now, they need 7. They're going to throw out of the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Starts his return from the 23. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Darts out of the shotgun. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, heads up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. Punting unit out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. He fields this at the 18. Escapes a defender. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. First and 10 from the 32. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Back to the line they come, second down. Throwing from the gun. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. Brought in right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Giants using their first timeout. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Again, inside to Gibson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 46-yard line.
He's going to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is...
I love how a receiver slows down, like stops running the second he catches the ball when the game's on the line.
This could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
So it seems like either way they were getting a fourth down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field. It's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Donald. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain, the space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Giants down by 7. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here goes Dart to the air. Back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Gotta be smart. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Gotta be smart. It's 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Setting up to pass. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To throw.
The man, the myth, the legend, baby.
And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the bench, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know.
Look at that effort, baby.
Holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate's keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
And it's another Lombardi for the Steel City. The Pittsburgh Steelers are your Super Bowl champions. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end. Really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes. It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sunday.
Man, that was a good game. That was a tough game.
Battle tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning
their
the
offense wasn't
tonight.
great, but their defense was pretty tight.
NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg.
Yeah, I think the rookie's going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch you all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.